So when I found out that Hulk Hogan had passed away, on social media, I heard and saw people saying, F Hulk Hogan. He supported Trump. F him, F him. That's all I was seeing. F Hulk Hogan 2 hours after he passed away. And everything that I saw in regards to derogatory against Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster with the 24-inch pythons. And it's a fact now that it's 24-inch pythons. And just to prove to you that on my original OG Hulk Hogan rant, I was calling them the 18-inch pythons. Didn't fact check. If I had fact checked, I would have never referred to the Hulk Hogan, R.I.P., may his memory be a blessing, his pythons be 24 inches. I made the mistake of referring to him as 18 inches. Sorry, Hulkster. But I saw people 2 hours after a person that brought joy to the world just dissing him because of his support of Trump. And when I got on the podcast, I said in 4K, beautiful 4K, I said all the great things, all the memories that I had of Hulk Hogan. I also said I'm not a wrestling head. I don't know all about wrestling. I'm not like one of these people who could talk about this match and that match and this, WWE versus WWF. I'm not that guy. I like it from afar. I appreciate it. I appreciate Thunderlips. I appreciate Rocky III, and I appreciate what Hulk Hogan did when he brought entertainment in the 80s and the 1990s, brother. I also said that I know he was mixed up in controversy. I also said that I wasn't aware of all the details of his controversy. I know that he was involved in a sex tape, and I know that he was involved with suing somebody with his sex tape, but I was clear that I wasn't or a Hulk Hogan documentarian, a Hulk Hogan, like aficionado. I don't know all the comings and goings. So when I did my now iconic rant about Hulk Hogan, when I said, what we're not going to do is disrespect the Hulkster who brought joy, blah, 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 with his 18-inch pythons, not knowing, not fact-checking that the pythons were actually 24 inches, I didn't mention something that I wasn't even aware of to begin with, which he was involved with another controversy where he had said the N-word in reference to something about his daughter dating a black guy, and obviously, that was unacceptable. This was 20-something years ago, based on everything I know now. But you can't win these days. You can't win these days. But I put up that rant on social media, and it was seen and remarked on and commented on. And the majority of people really liked it. And the majority of the people that really liked it were black, white, Latino, so forth and so on. Black, white, Latino people also said what they thought and what they loved and what they remembered about the Hulkster. But I also started seeing people say something about, well, if he had said what he said about the Jewish people, or if he had said what he said about your people, you wouldn't be defending him. And then I was like, uh-oh, what's going on? Bah, 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 bah. And then I learned about this controversy, which, again, I knew nothing about. I'm not a Hulk Hogan documentarian. And I'll bet you a lot of the people who were commenting about Hulk Hogan didn't remember it either. Or they found out about it after he passed. Nonetheless, people went crazy because I'm the disruptive warrior. Naturally disruptive. I came out of the womb disrupting. I try to help myself. I try to stop myself. It's just my genetic disposition. I'm prone to disruption. But obviously, if I knew the details of Hulk Hogan's controversy, every single controversy that Hulk Hogan had been into, I would have mentioned the fact that he had used the N-word and what that meant and, how that offended people and so forth and so on. And what I realize now is an even more complicated legacy than I was aware of when I said, what we're not going to do is disrespect the Hulkster and his 18-inch pythons, which actually turned out to be 24 inches. And I'm not apologizing for not knowing every single detail about Hulk Hogan. But what I am going to point out is that, like I said, I have spoken out with my face on camera about George Floyd, about I Can't Breathe, about police brutality, about Charlottesville, you will not replace us, Jews will not replace us. I have spoken out against so many things having to do with racism, and you have all seen it. All you got to do is scroll through this page. Go to 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, when it was all going down, and you'll see me screaming and yelling in defense of people that are being oppressed, kicked around, and taken advantage of. done it with my face on wax. Sexism, feminism, abortion, women rights, and of course, all things that have happened after October 7th. I am not perfect. I don't fact check. The I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast doesn't fact check.